Hello Ramblers, it's Thursday. Sorry for the awkward, creepy-ish lighting, but it's the best I could do tonight because it's so late and I didn't have time to record this video sooner. But anyway, the death penalty. The reason why I brought this topic up was because we've been reading In Cold Blood by Truman Capote for my genre studies in American Lit class. And it's a really, really fascinating book. I definitely recommend that you take a look at it if you haven't heard of it or like watched the movie based off it or something. But it really got me really interested in like criminal psychology and like what it takes to commit murder. And I honestly really don't think a normal person in normal circumstances could commit murder or anything like that. Like, I think in order for one human being to kill another human being, it would have to be either out of desperation, like you're starving and you feel like it's the only way you can get food, or you're like a psychopath or a sociopath and you just don't see and you just can't comprehend that it's morally wrong. That's kind of why I don't believe in the death penalty, because generally either people were not all enough there to be really held responsible for those actions, or they were so desperate that they didn't feel like they had another choice. I feel like there are 3 reasons that people support the death penalty, and that's so that it can be a deterrent, so that the victim's family and friends can feel a sense of revenge, and as a punishment, just as a punishment for the crime, like, you know, eye for an eye type of thing. I do not feel like killing someone is the worst thing they can do for them. I feel like life in prison is probably a worse punishment than the death penalty, because, I mean, once you're dead, you're dead. Nothing more bad can happen to you, but life in prison, you know, all those years, lots of bad things can happen to you, and, you know, it's just human nature to, like, want to be free. On the idea that it's a deterrent, like, it keeps people from committing other crimes, I actually found some interesting statistics. I don't really know if the death penalty is really a thing in y'all's country, but here it really depends on what state you live in. Like, some states have the death penalty and some states don't. And I just found some interesting statistics here. In 2009, the average murder rate of death penalty states was 4.9. Well, that's per 100,000 people, I think. And while the average murder rate of states without the death penalty was 2.8. So basically the death penalty rate in states without the death penalty is about half of that in states with the death penalty, and that was in 2009, and in 2008 it was about the same. So those statistics right there goes to show that it's not really a deterrent. States without the death penalty actually have less murder cases. I think the reason why that is because, like, if your government, like, doesn't have that value for life enough to not kill criminals, then that's going to trickle down, and the people won't have as much value for life, so they won't be as inhibited from killing. And then the last one, revenge, and I just don't feel like revenge is a good reason to do anything. If I was murdered, I wouldn't want my family to seek revenge from the killer. I would want them to do their best to forgive them and just actually do everything they could to make sure he or she didn't get the death penalty, because I wouldn't want someone killed in my name. And I certainly wouldn't seek the death penalty for anyone who I know and love was killed. I feel wrong having someone killed in my name or in someone's I love name. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the death penalty. I put a more lighthearted video on my main channel today, so if you like click here, that'll take you to it. I hardly ever put videos on my main channel, so I just thought it was worth mentioning. And so yeah, see you on Saturday, Brendan.